So, you've registered or are thinking of registering your young golfer in the First Tee Summer Program. What can you expect? First, what not to expect. No, we're not going to make your kid the next Steve Stricker or Sherry Steinhauer in 8 weeks. But we just might light a fire. We believe your kids will learn skills much more valuable than how to hole it from a bunker. Skills they can use on and off the golf course.
It connects a lot because say if I get bad on a test, like if I miss a shot in golf, I know I'm gonna have to hit it again, so I can just try harder. It's the same thing in life where if I get wrong on a test, I know I have another test coming, so I could just study harder for that one.
Here's what you can expect. All kids learn some golf skills. Each session includes lessons where they learn the basics: grip, stance, posture, the swing, the essentials for playing the game. The lessons are designed for the variety of players we see, from the very beginners to the more experienced players. The lessons are always fun and taught by our trained coaches that your kids will easily relate to.
Coach Brad is awesome. He's cool.
Now, what they do with these lessons and how they improve throughout the summer is up to them, and how much they practice away from the first tee. Some practice a lot and see dramatic improvement. Some only play when they're with us, and that's okay too. Once again, the first tee is much more than golf. We'll evaluate your golfer by their ability. Almost everyone starts at the player level, and everyone is encouraged to improve. Player, par, birdie, and on to eagle. The First Tee offers exciting opportunities for our players as they progress through the program, and we've seen some players that began with us earn college scholarships through the game of golf. You can also expect them to learn golf etiquette, things like where to put their bag, how to keep up, replacing divots, and raking sand traps. We want them to learn enough etiquette so they can pretty much play and hold their own wherever they play and whoever they play with.
Well, nicely done. Nicely done, all right.
Let's walk through a typical day. Once they show up at the golf course, they'll check in at the registration table and learn about the day ahead. They'll learn about the lesson and hear what the particular core value will be stressed throughout the day. The First Tee incorporates 9 core values in all of what we do. Let's say today's core value is respect. We'll help them see how they can use respect on the golf course, replacing those divots and raking those traps, and among their playing partners, where to stand, when to keep quiet. Let's say it's honesty. In golf, you keep your own score, call your own penalties.
Keeping score is basically mainly about integrity, where I could take that out onto school or other places where honesty and integrity, saying where like if I shoot an 8, and then on the score sheet I put it as a par, that's not really being honest on my part, and I'm only cheating myself. I'm not really hurting nobody else. So I have to think about that stuff when I'm doing stuff outside of the golf course and in life.
Sportsmanship. We actually teach the kids how to shake hands, look the other person in the eye, and introduce themselves.
I say hello, I look them in the eyes, I smile, and I give them a firm handshake.
From registration, it's on to the day's lesson, either on the range or around the putting green. Again, our coaches use every opportunity to weave that day's core value into what's being taught. Next, if they're on the golf course that day, they'll meet their playing partners and their mentor. Our mentors are trained volunteers who help our players navigate their round and be there to help them when needed. Our mentors keep things moving and weave that core value of the day into the play on the course. Just like any round of golf, a lot can happen. Rest assured your kids will be as safe as possible, whether it's from threatening weather or an errant tee shot. Speaking of threatening weather, if you have any questions about the weather before you leave the house, call the golf course and we'll let you know the status of the day's play. After the round, it's time for lunch and an informal review of the day's activities. We want your kids to feel comfortable with themselves while they're with us. Comfortable and confident enough to try new things, like golf. The First Tee of South Central Wisconsin has been around long enough to see many of our participants grow in the game of golf and mature in the game of life. Maybe golf legend Bobby Jones said it best. Golf is the closest game to the game we call life. You You get bad breaks from good shots, you get good breaks from bad shots, but you have to play the ball where it lies. As important as anything, expect your kids to have fun this summer. This game has an almost sneaky way of teaching things like honesty, respect, and perseverance, one swing at a time. We're the First Tee of South Central Wisconsin. Play, learn, achieve.